Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Forwind, here playing as Japan. So we are about 6 months away from a potential war with the Ming. We unfortunately are involved in a pretty major war here versus Bohemia and France and others. France actually has an army out in here trying to cause havoc in my Vietnamese and Laotian provinces. On the other hand, Bohemia, who is the target of this war, has been overrun and is been occupied. So, purge of Bohemian heresy, interestingly, not imperialism, regardless, going in favor of my allies. Which, considering it's Austria and Russia, and both of them are getting very large, I think Austria. How is Austria not a great power? Probably because the Ming are just so large. Austria's got to be close to a great power status with that land. I'm actually curious about that. How close are they? Development. Delhi, Portuguese Mexico. Well, I suppose that makes sense. So Delhi and then Austria. Austria is up to 7 under development. You'd think they'd be larger, but I guess some of this province, some of them are not so wonderful. Yeah, 6 development. Most of them are high development, though. And of course, the AI is too dumb not to build up their gold mine to be absurdly rich. Really wish that would be a thing that would be patched. Make the AIs actually focus their gold mines. But I don't see France holding out much longer in these wars. But that's probably going to be our job here. Smash the French army. This is going to be a little bit interesting. I'm actually going to swap back discipline here. Just to be on the safe side. Oh, it's really effortless, surprisingly. We have the train bonus, superior generals. Just superior everything, honestly. Superior generals, terrain bonus, superior morale, slightly, and superior discipline. Easy victory. This army is in trouble, though. It's almost time to start a war with China. We have almost converted this entire island, at least as much as we own. Can't do it all, unfortunately. Come on, France, you should be really getting close to wanting to leave. I'm watching as Delhi fights a war with, it looks like, Yemen and Persia. It's actually good. Portugal's in Persia. What's going on there? Why is Portugal attacking Persia? Oh, Portugal's trying to take over Madagascar. Interesting. It's not doing too well at that. Oh, Portugal. Korea's entered a military coalition versus me. Of course they have. Our truce with the Ming should run out. It has run out, it looks like. Has it? Shoot, Delhi would join us. Russia would join us. Vijayanagar would join us. I'm going to do that. We'll leave Delhi to fight Vijayanagar. And we will conquer China. China. In this case, it's down with China. Should be easy. Be a little bit wary, at least at the beginning. There we go. The plan is, obviously, take China's capital. Ignore what Delhi is up to. They're not a real... They shouldn't be a problem. Take an absolute absurd ton of money. Get some money coming in. Keeps not sorting for the most income from me. It's a little bit frustrating. Another conversion, that should be that island done. Now to work our way through Malacca. Potential coalition. I'm not caring about France. They're taking enough attrition as is. Again, the Ming shouldn't be a problem for us. They have significantly less troops. They have a 0 mandate. Yeah. It's going to be a lot of stack wipes if we actually end up fighting the big Ming army. Hopefully we don't, though. The Ming have infiltrated our administration. Lovely. Hate it when they do that. Doesn't do much, but the AI is particularly good at espionage. I don't imagine we're going to see tons of Russian troops to our aid. Actually, we are. Okay, I didn't think Russia would actually send troops to help us fight. I've got to imagine Vijayanagar down here can beat both Andhra, which they're already doing, and Delhi. I'm not going to worry about that. Ming are already interested in peace. That's good to see. It's right there. Yeah. I take this nice and easy. There's no particular rush. We have another colonist that is going to be swapped, though. 15 development there. 8 development. Perfect. For 6 gold, getting development a year, usually a couple. I suppose that's worth it. Let's fund some barrages of forts, specifically this one, which seems to be taking forever. Their capital, Hefei, should fall soon. Yep. Taking war score for the win, hopefully. And barrage you. That should be all but one of their forts barraged. So that should speed up the conquest quite a bit. I'm thinking the goal is to cut the Ming off, I think, from everything. At this point, I don't see them getting enough mandate back to be a problem. And I'd prefer it if other countries can't pick up the spoils of China, like Russia, for example. So we'll probably do that, roughly. We'll see. Just to be on the safe side, it's not the biggest problem. Probably take the lands we have claims on. We should be able to get a lot of lands. Actually, what I should do, because we're doing pretty well on time, is I'm going to activate my golden era. There's no real reason for me to activate the golden era, other than the fact that I would lose it if I don't use it. And might as well use it now, because I don't think anything drastic is going to change in the next couple of years that I need it. Just makes me even more horrifying. France is causing trouble. I don't really care what France is up to. Apparently the Ming have decided Tonggu is a much safer place for their army. They're probably right. Don't fight me, try and take out my March, who has no impact on the war score pretty much whatsoever. Oh well, AI logic, right? AI logic. The rights of man, okay. August, 5 years, we can get, whatchamacallit, humanist ideas. Assuming we want humanist ideas, which I think we probably do, it'll be less revolts. Plus it'll make us seem a little bit more modern and trendy. There we go, France is out of the war. I don't think they lost anything. It's fine with me. Just slowly sieging down the Ming. Slowly, slowly, slowly conquering the Ming. Another fort is down. Okay, Nanjing has fallen. The war is over. Bohemia ceded 2 provinces, and that's about it. Seems like an overly expensive war for 2 provinces by the AI. Okay, let's see what we could demand. And then we had some claims on stuff, right? Might as well take the claimed land, it's cheaper. It's less problems if we do. Obviously fill in the gaps. Take out that. Take that, and that would be us 100% surrounding China. Cool. That's what we can do. It's going to take a long time to get there and probably involve Delhi having to be pieced out. Although Vijayanagar is not doing too well versus Delhi. Although I've got to imagine they've got more troops. Yeah, actually no, Delhi has more. Oh, interesting. The Ming are fighting rebel stacks for me. Thank you, Ming. Actually, that isn't me. But more troops they're willing to waste fighting battles they don't have to. Happier I'll be. Let's go take that desert province. Slowly, the tide sweeps across China. I was going to say the red tide, but that probably means it's something entirely different in terms of Chinese history. Yeah. Okay, you're going there, you're going there, you're going there. All we really have to do is keep this war going long enough for Delhi to want to leave. Vijayanagar, because we're doing really well, is going to stick in it for as long as they can. Plus, if they get really bored, they can start sending troops over to China for me to kill. It'd be appreciated if they send their troops, that way I don't have to march through a Tibetan mountain range, because that seems like a smart thing to do for the health of my army. March through a mountain range, you don't have to. I could, of course, be doing the carpet siege where I send out a single troop or two, which would technically be more efficient. The problem is the AI at this point is going to focus small armies ridiculously hard, so I just don't want to lose tons of troops or have to manage that many troops. It's one reason I have marches, so they can do occupation for me. Of course, they're both off fighting a war for me, so I'm stuck doing the occupations myself. So that plan kind of failed. On the other hand, once this war is over, they'll probably these fights are over, they'll probably come help. Poor Ming, though. The attrition is killing them. Yeah, out of troops. So as time goes on, the Ming are only going to get weaker and weaker and weaker and weaker. Yep, ticking down. A little bit sorry for the Ming, but they've caused me nothing but misery over the centuries. So I have some sympathy, but not much. Almost none. Almost none whatsoever. This Delhi is kind of terrifying. Got some reasonably nice morale. Not enough to slow me down by any means, but really enough to beat up Vijayanagar. Of course, I could always do the let's occupy every single one of the provinces and force the 100% war score. But again, all they have to do is reoccupy a single province to break that. Which, unless they send anything, we're going to get every province. Also think it might be worth to send like a division or two down to smash this Ming army. It's not a threat, but getting rid of it would make it easier. Oh, we've maxed out on admin power. I'll just do some minor development then, I guess. There we go. Okay, you're going there. Yeah, I think I'll send troops down to kill off the Ming. The Ming should have known better than to invade my territory. These Russians are having some serious trouble with this fort, though. Do they not have any cannon? They have no cannon, pretty much. Yep, AI and their special troops. Yeah, special troops. Good riddance. Special troops that we won't build anything out of or disband, because we gotta have those wonderful Streltsy everywhere. Such brainless. That should have been a 2-minute fix on the most recent patch of Europa. Well, I guess I expected too much from my ally to try and stop these guys, because that is not going well for them. I mean, they're not losing per se that much, because there's only, I think, like what, one fort up here maybe, or not even a fort. Yeah, I don't even think they've lost a fort. So in that sense, they're doing okay. On the other hand, we could be doing better. I can piece them out though. Yeah, I'll just do that. Sue for peace. 99% war score versus the Ming. That fort needs to fall and we're done. Pretty much. One fort to go. And I just smashed the Ming army a bit. Surprisingly, they did better than I expected they would. It was a 40,000 man army. To be fair, I did march into a 60,000 and won, but can I demand that? Or are they gonna? They will give me all of it. Okay, there we go. Time for a huge land grab. Let's see how bad it is. So the Ming had 800, I think. I should have measured against myself. What did the Ming have? 800 development. They should be tiny now. Yeah, the Ming are now weaker than Brazil and the Pope. 400. So we snagged about 400 development. Only slightly overextended. Wow. Since we are spending a lot, we'll do it that way. Save the tiniest bit of admin points. There we go. And we still have 400 admin points. Nice. To put it mildly, we just crushed the Ming. The Ming have pretty much no way of recovery now. Of course, we're now going to have to leave troops in this region just to make sure it doesn't revolt on us. Russia only desires 1 or 2 provinces, so that's fine. If these guys, the tributary states of China, are, yeah, not unhappy at this point, I think we're going to see a couple rebellions? No. Wu is the only rebellious one. Weird. Their mandate is dead, though. Devastation alone is going to kill them. Okay, so how long do we have to wait? We have to wait 15 years. 15 years, then we can annihilate them completely. I think we can handle that. So that will be it for this episode, pretty much. We've got it all cored, or we got it coring. It's going to take some time to core. We still got missionaries coming in, but we are now 3,500 development, 3,200 ourselves. So I think we're doing fine. Ming are no longer a valid rival for me. Well, that's going to slow me down a bit now, isn't it? And then I have to revoke it on the Ming as well. Apparently I could embargo Korea because I was rivaled to the Ming. That is an interesting little cross. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Show them the Shinto, yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know what we're going to do next episode. Probably deal with rebels, maybe plot against Korea. We have a potential coalition forming which is kind of just the Ottomans, Korea, the Ming, Hiswene, and that's it, and Lu Prabang. That's about it. So that's it. Next time we'll deal with that, and then we probably got another 2 episodes so we can attack the Ming again. And then can we wipe out the Ming? Almost. We might be able to by the time we attack again. So thank you guys all for watching. Bye for now.